If you haven't noticed by the trend of videos, and I mean, the last video and this one, I've been revisiting the Megami Tensei franchise, trying to finish games I started in the past, and also exploring new titles to me. In the process of playing these games, I've been trying to pick out my favorite mechanics in hopes of making another long-form video on why I like the Megami Tensei franchise as a whole. So far, I do have a bit of a list, but one thing I'd like to zero in on in particular is Demon Fusion, because Demon Fusion seems to be the driving force behind my continued play. Before getting into it further, some context. I am a moderately new player to Megami Tensei. The most experience I had comparatively before touching a Megami Tensei game was Persona 3 Portable in middle school, and before that, the only adjacent game that I had was Pokemon. Megami Tensei was something I touched in passing in my early 20s. I messed around a little with Shin Megami Tensei IV when I turned 21, and I played a little bit of Persona 4 Golden in my senior year of high school, and Persona 5 when I started my first YouTube channel at 22. Game systems weren't something I kept around very long, and I didn't embroil myself completely in this franchise until roughly 4 years ago, when the pandemic began winding down. We all really had nothing but time during that point, so that's really when I started exploring the franchise. Now that you're up to speed in, my personal history with the franchise, we can get back to topic. If you're new to the Megami Tensei franchise, Demon Fusion is exactly how it sounds. And Mido, Sophia, Victor, or Igor will fuse your demons. Mido is in charge of the Cathedral of Shadows in most Shin Megami Tensei games. Sophia is Shin Megami Tensei V specific, Victor is the Soul Hackers Fusion Master, and Igor handles Persona Fusion in the Persona games. And those are just the Fusion Masters I know about. I haven't touched Fusion in the Raito games because I haven't played them yet. And to be honest, I haven't really looked into the Raito games. I'm sorry, but I will eventually. There's just a lot of games on my plate right now. However, there are, outliers like the Devil Survivor duology, Devil Survivor 1 and 2, where you don't really fuse demons, you buy them at auction. So Demon Fusion isn't exactly a thing in those two games. Demon Fusion is relatively streamlined too. You select your first demon, and then going up and down the list, beside all the other demons that are not selected, you will see the resulting demon. And Demon A plus Demon B won't always make Demon C the stronger demon. You can have two level 25, 26 demons make a level 8 demon or something like that. You don't exactly know what you're getting unless you've played the games a couple times or you're using a fusion calculator to get specific demons. I won't lie, specifically for Nocturne, I ended up using a calculator to get Ame no Uzume so that I could actually make it through the Matador boss fight. And sometimes you're not limited to the demons that are in your party or the demons that you've recruited either. Sometimes you're able to go in and fuse things out of your compendium on top of being able to fuse what's in your party. So let's say that you're trying to fuse a specific demon, and one demon's in your compendium and the other is, in your actual comp or in your list of summonable demons. You're able to go in and fuse from both at a little cost to you, which is really just the cost of what the compendium demon would have been at the first place. And it's not always cut and dry either. Sometimes, if you hold specific items, a demon will hijack your fusion. The same can happen on the night of a full moon in certain renditions of this game. For example, the Matador fusion will pop up if you have demons of a specific race and you're in possession of a Death Stone. or other random demons will pop up, like I said, on the night of a full moon. So you don't exactly know what entirely you're going to get unless certain parameters are met, which is just awesome to me. As both a relatively new player and a collector by habit and hobby, this is the best for me. I can sink hours into grabbing new demons, buying old ones from the compendium, and fusing new ones. And it doesn't just stop at Megami Tensei either. When playing Pokemon, I won't move to a new area until I'm sure I've grabbed what I can from the previous area. And when playing Final Fantasy, I hold on to weapons and armor I get if I can't grab that set from the shop, even well after getting something much better. Hell, I'm currently in the process of grinding job levels in Final Fantasy III to collect all the job weapons and armor. Though to be honest, I know collecting all of the demons in a Megami Tensei game is a Herculean task, so I don't know if I'm going to make that attempt anytime soon. But for now, I'm completely content with getting and fusing the ones that I like the most, or whatever is available to me. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really glad I got to share at least one aspect of what I like about the Megami Tensei franchise with you all. Let me tell you, I've about killed both Megami Tensei and Cyberpunk for my friends and family with how much I tend to talk about it. I had some interesting thoughts on Shin Megami Tensei IV Apocalypse I was also going to put out, but that's becoming another long-form video as I continue to write. And I think I mentioned that in the outro of last video, but I'm going to mention it here for posterity's sake. So I'm sorry if it's a little repetitive. For now, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, please click both the like and subscribe button. It really helps me out. I mean, I know it's the same speech from everyone you may watch, but yes, it really does. And finally, leave a comment down below with something simple, like your favorite demon, or some advice for someone newer in the series. For now, I'll see you guys later on.